Hey fellow Star citizens, Scrapjet here. In today's video, I thought we'd take a look at how I utilize a third-party program called VoiceAttack to control my ship primarily during bounty missions. I generally don't like having to take my hands off my sticks while I'm engaged in space combat, so any key bindings that would require me to engage with my keyboard, I've configured using VoiceAttack. In essence, I talk to my ship. A lot. For this demonstration, I'm flying my Drake Buccaneer, sporting a size 3 repeater, 2 size 1 repeaters, and 2 size 2 distortion repeaters, all of which use gimbals, making my targeting more accurate, which I desperately need. Unfortunately, due to the number of patches being dropped by SIG in the PTU, I can't get past low-risk targets. I was about to break into the mid-risk targets until yesterday's patch dropped. So we're probably stuck with some fairly easy bounty missions, but it will demonstrate, I think, the effectiveness of controlling your ship with voice commands. Alright, well, let's get started. Quantum drive. Missile mode. So I did switch over to missile mode, but I only had 4 missiles, so I didn't want to use all 4 of them up here. But I can increase missiles if I just say increase missile. It'll warm up another missile. Target. And missiles do not lock on until the last minute in the PTU. I don't know. There we go. Missile mode.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Like I said, they're not hard to beat, but I should be able to roll through all of my voice commands in, at least anyway.
Contact.
Target.
Contact.
Closest hostile.
Missile locked.
Yeah, I use closest hostile a lot. That's probably my second favorite command. Missile mode. And yeah, the game kind of started locking up right about here.
System is hit.
I got really lucky. Didn't crash into anybody or into the ground or... Closest hostile. So at this point I'm trying to drag them up into the atmosphere a little bit because we were too close down there for my taste. Max weapons. So yeah, I can switch between max weapons and max shields.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Closest hostile with just voice commands, which is really handy.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Was that the last one? No, there's another one. Closest hostile. Oh, he must have left. Gimbal. So yeah, pretty much any keyboard command can be mapped to a voice command as well.
Contact.
Closest hostile. Which is super handy. Flare. Max shields. And just by saying flare once, I actually kicked out 3. which is great. You don't have to sit there and count out, you know. There's a lot going on when in space combat. You don't have to be dealing with, you know, counting out how many flares you popped out and when to do it. Max weapons. Oh yeah, he's hurt. He's a little distorted. Oh, here it comes back. No. Yeah, see, I think he's having some problems there. There we go.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Max shields. Flare. Closest hostile. And yeah, sometimes you do lock on to missiles, so you gotta be careful about that. Closest hostile. Whoa. There he goes. Max weapons.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Closest hostile. I actually think he's already dead. This has been... Unless there were two Aurora LNs, which I don't think so.
Contact.
Target. I think he's just dead and floating out there in space. Closest hostile.
Contact.
Closest hostile. Sometimes I'll do that twice just because even though the other one popped up second, he's closer, I found. So I don't want to be passing somebody. Max shields. Who could then turn around and start shooting at me, so. And now I'm kind of pulling them. Closest hostile. Trying to pull them up into the atmosphere a little bit. Ooh, he's hurting. That's an eclipse. Yeah, he's feeling it. Max weapons. Does not like those distortions. He's kind of floating there. He's done. Yeah.
Target is destroyed.
Closest hostile. Max shields. Usually if I'm not shooting at something, I'll flip over to max shields. Max weapons. Let them regen a little bit. Then I'll flip back to max weapons if I'm about to shoot at somebody.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Closest hostile. I think that's it. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm only getting low risk targets right now, but I think it gives you a pretty good understanding of what VoiceAttack can do for you as far as minimizing your interaction
Gimbal.
with your keyboard, which I found really useful. Anyway, so if you haven't started playing Star Citizen yet, make sure to use
Camera view.
my referral code
Camera view.
up in the top of the screen here. And if you found this content useful and interesting, please give me a like and subscribe. I've also left links in the description for some other videos about VoiceAttack if you're interested in installing it or how to configure it, that kind of thing, as well as a link to a file for my profile with all of my commands that you saw me using here today,
Camera view.
along with probably about 20 others. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a great day. Scrapjet out.